In the meantime, former President Goodluck Jonathan and the governor of Abia State, Ikpeazu, were guests at the presidential villa today. State House correspondent Adam Musambu also has more on that.
This is the second time the former Nigerian leader is visiting President Muhammadu Buhari in the last 3 months. Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is currently the special envoy and mediator of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, to Mali. ECOWAS had, during its 60th ordinary session of the Authority of Heads of State and Government, vowed to impose additional economic and financial sanctions on Mali if by the end of this month no concrete progress is made in preparation for elections. Former President Goodluck Jonathan, who has been leading mediation talks with Malian authorities, is here to perhaps brief President Muhammadu Buhari on his efforts at safeguarding democratic order in the West African nation. Details of their meeting, held behind closed doors for about 30 minutes, were not made public. Meanwhile, the president also granted audience to the governor of Abia State, Ikpeazu. Their meeting, similarly held behind closed doors, centered on developments in the God's own state and indeed the southeast region.
We like the redevelopment of the airport at Enugu, and we think that there must be a purpose for which the president allowed that redevelopment and investment in that airport, which, to my mind, is to create a gateway to the outside world from Enugu. That is one. Two, everybody knows about the second Niger bridge. That has never been done before, and we think that we need to encourage the president to complete that project quickly within his time and hand it over to our people. If you experience the logjam at the Onitsha Head Bridge and how it impacts negatively on the economy of Anambra and Delta and the entire Southeast, then you'll be able to project into what it will tell, assuming we have that bridge in place.
The governor also brought the president up to speed about the Enyimba Economic City, a futuristic project jointly funded by the federal and state governments as well as the private sector.
Enyimba Economic City is indeed the hope of Nigeria to play strong in the Continental Free Trade Agreement in Africa. It is also the hope for Nigeria to provide 625,000 jobs for our teeming youths. Our desire is to ensure that sometime next year, very soon, we'll be able to invite Mr. President to come and do the groundbreaking for that transgenerational project as one of his legacies in government. And there's a law from the Abia State House of Assembly, endorsed by my humble self, which gives it that quasi-independence and autonomy to operate. And there are interests within and outside Nigeria also on that project. I would want to say that the best thing for us to do is to wait at the dining table. We are in the kitchen now. The food will be ready very soon.
Governor Ikpeazu made a case for Nigerians to give the necessary support to President Muhammadu Buhari in his genuine efforts at bequeathing enduring legacies for posterity. From the State House, Adam Musambu, NTA News.
And the creeks of the